Hey guys, GameBall06 here, and we're back with another video. In this video, I'll go over the reference sheet for Griffmalic Shakuka. In this video, I'll talk about the process of this reference sheet, my evolution, my video creation process, and my videos as a whole, and my general thoughts on I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. Before doing the reference sheet, I came up with different outfit variations, about 6 of them. I was going to experiment with hairstyles, skin colors, etc., but I decided to just wing it like usual. I did the same thing for Chucky's Lawlot, but I'll talk more about that for his reference sheet video. After making the first 3, I made others that had elements from the first 3. I think I ended up referencing 3 of them in the final design. I don't remember off the top of my head which ones I did, but here are the 6 different outfits, and now let's move on to the reference sheet itself. With the outfit in mind, it was just a matter of doing some finalizing, things like the body type, the hair, the face, etc. To be honest, Griffmalic looks very similar to Chucky when you think about it, however the two aren't related whatsoever. That was sort of an accident, so if any of you guys thought about that when you watched the sketch video of the 4 OCs, yeah, that wasn't an intentional thing. But I had a general idea of the body type prior to even doing the outfit variations. I know I wanted them to be muscular. So generally when I sketch out drawings, the face is the last part that I do. There are some exceptions, like if the face is the majority of what's visible in a drawing, like if I'm just doing a portrait drawing for example. The face communicates a lot of stuff, so you gotta make sure not to mess that up. As I explained before, I had a vague idea of what I wanted initially, but I made different outfit variations to make that image more clear. I wanted to communicate that Griffmalic is muscular and the kind of guy who likes to work out and make himself physically better every day. So for the clothing, I focused on workout clothing that allows one to perform at their best. But maybe the boots that I made are a little too distracting toward that general idea. But that is a minor change that can be made later. This reference sheet just gives the idea of what Griffmalic looks like. I can make slight changes when I do future works with him. So another change that I might make is the color of his hair. Griffmalic, Chucky, Pika, and Sweetie are all supposed to be a group. If Sweetie and Griffmalic both have brown hair, which they do right now, they won't stand out as much. If you look at Natsu's team from Fairy Tail, they all have different hair and different abilities. Urza has red hair and she can requib Lucy, can summon celestial spirits. Grey can use ice magic. Natsu can use fire magic with contrast Grey's ice magic. Wendy has blue hair and she can use air magic, and so on. Team 7, which is Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Naruto's Shadow Clone, have a lot of contrast with each other, both in their appearance and their abilities. Kakashi's old team of himself, Obito, Uchiha, Rinohara, and Minato Namikaze, Naruto's father, and many more within just Naruto itself, since everyone operates in 3-man squads. Each one has so much visual difference between its members. So once the sketch is done, it's basically wraps from there because all I do from there is do the line art, and then I establish the colors, and then I do a different layer to color pick the colors that I just put. So I have a color reference that I can use when I draw the character again, and I can just have a place where I can easily pick out the colors. If you guys checked out my celebration of Luffy's birthday video, which was 2 weeks ago when you guys are seeing this video, I made it more interactive, showcasing the silhouette drawings and just adding more to the overall speed paint. I want to do more of this, so for my regular videos and my challenge videos, I just want to add more to it and just make it pop out more, make it more visual than just a standard speed paint. I want to make my video stand out in that way. So in terms of thumbnail videos, as you guys know, I haven't made any thumbnail sketches since I think February was the last time I posted any thumbnail sketch videos, but I'm thinking of incorporating silhouette drawings instead. Either one, they will be Monday videos just like the thumbnails used to be, or 2, I'll have them for my future Friday speed paints, in which I showcase the silhouettes that I made beforehand, showcase all the different ones, and then showcase the one I chose to pick, and then I show the speed paint and I just talk about the process in that way. I may choose to focus more of my commentary on the speed paint rather than outside topics. I'll include other images to better illustrate the things that I'm trying to say in terms of my artwork, and maybe when I'm talking about anime and other stuff. If you guys have any suggestions for what I could do, I'm all ears. At the end of the day, I want to evolve as a content creator and create better content for you guys to see. I hope that by the end of 2023, you guys can see that not only have I been more consistent, but my videos, art, and everything in between has made a significant jump, has made a significant improvement. The potential silhouette sets won't be for a while until the next videos showcase some art that I've finished recently, because what you guys are seeing is art that I finished back in April, back in March, and so on. Pika was made back in early April, I believe, and I release one speed paint a week. So if I make multiple speed paints in a week, it's going to take multiple weeks for you guys to see all of them, because I release one major speed paint per week. So that's just how it is. So if you guys want to see these speed paints early, or when I finish them, you'll have to go to my Discord server in order to see that. So there's this new anime that I started that showcases on Mondays, and at first when I watched the first episode I was interested, but I wasn't hooked onto the episode. I wasn't committed to completely watching it all the way through. So I watched the second episode and I was instantly hooked. It's called I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World and Became Unrivaled in the Real World too. It's a very long title. It's hard for me to remember. So I've seen some negativity toward the series in the comment section of every episode in that anime. That will come with literally anything in this world. Everyone will have something negative to say. Not that there aren't any downsides to the series, but that's just generally how life works. Some are against the idea of Yuya becoming ripped. Yuya was already shown to be a good person. He saved Kaori without hesitation within the first few minutes of the very first episode, despite the fact that he got his ass handed to him by a bunch of guys who were harassing Kaori. Yuya's newfound abilities allow him to stand up against injustice, because before, when he was fat, he wasn't able to. He would still do his best to do so, but at the end of the day, he would just still get beat up because he wasn't strong enough to fight back. At this point, no one in the real world can realistically take him on, because he's developed abilities and powers from a completely different world that no one else has access to. And he also uses his strength in the magical world. He saved Alexia in episode 3, the ending of episode 3, I believe. And Yuya just has that riz. Kaori, Miyu, Kaede, and Lexia. All of these girls instantly fell in love with the guy. The one problem that I personally found when I was watching it is things are getting a little repetitive. In the 4 episodes that are currently dubbed, Yuya has saved 4 girls and they all have instantly fallen for the guy right after. That is an average of 1 per episode. It did not happen in episode 2 though. If this continues for the rest of the series, it could start getting stale. I like how despite Yuya's physical evolution, he's still the same guy. He's kind-hearted and so cares for people. He now has the ability to act upon his own goodwill. And like I said, when he was fat, he was not able to do this. And Yuya is getting used to his new life at the new private school. I do not remember what the name of the school is. He is able to open himself up more and showcase his personality more. His subtle growth is interesting to watch, and I can't wait to see what happens as the series progresses. My question is, what conflict will arise in this series? There are some people who are specifically targeting Lexia and trying to kill her, but Yuya was able to save her. Yuya doesn't know about this, and I'm wondering, will the 2 worlds intertwine at any point? I've also been watching Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World, and I may discuss it in a future video, but just know that give this series a chance. Just trust me. At least watch the first couple of episodes. If you're not into it, then you don't have to continue, but I highly suggest you give it a chance. It's difficult for me to describe it fully because there's only 4 episodes, but from what I've seen so far, pretty good. There might be some cliches that you're not into, but that's just how it is. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, check out my Twitter and Discord, both are in the description. If you want to know what I'm currently doing or thinking about, those 2 places are the best places to go. I will see you guys next time.